Good morning, good morning. So we're gonna try something that I saw from Let's Resin, which was to take UV resin. So we have some UV resin here. I have a couple different types. A couple of UV lights, that's the granddaddy with all of the bazillion lights. And then I have like the little flashlight one. Some masking tape to just make sure that there's nothing inside of the molds. And we're gonna try to make some, I think, keychains, and then glue the two pieces together after we fill them. And then according to the video I saw, they then kind of dunked them. Not quite sure if that was in UV resin. It seemed like it was, but I don't know. We'll just have to see how this works. So here we have a couple hearts filled with UV resin underneath the light. I guess this resin is turning yellow, which how can you tell? It's in a black bottle. Ultimately, I'm not sure that it's gonna really matter because I'm gonna be coloring it anyhow. So I guess we'll see. But could put a little bit of blue in the next batch just to counteract the yellow. But I don't know. This is just a test piece, see how this works. So right now I'm just gonna cure this side for a couple minutes because this mold is rather deep for UV resin to be in. So it's gonna take a bit to cure it. I'll flip it over after this side's done and cure the other side. Now you can see us curing the other side. Again, I'm gonna do this probably 3 or 4 minutes. Probably doesn't take that long, but just to make sure that it is entirely cured. So I cured them for a few minutes on each side inside of the mold, and now I took them out and I'm just gonna cure them again for a few minutes underneath the light when there's nothing like a mold obstructing it. Okay, here's where we are with these two heart pieces. And was a bit surprised at how clear they actually dried considering they were so yellow. So now I'm going to move on to the next step, which is to fill the center. So now we're at the stage where I filled the hearts, and now I'm going to just UV resin them together. Curing the two hearts together with UV resin. Almost ready to see how this turns out as far as connecting the two. There's some bubbles in here, but not too bad for the first time of trying this. I could have definitely filled it with some more items, but I wasn't sure, so. Plus, excuse me, I dumped it, of course. So on to the next step. So here's what it's looking like so far. You can see it's getting some color to it now, but you can still see everything that's in here. Everything moves around. So I'm gonna keep painting it, obviously. So I want it to be a little bit darker than it is. And here she is. Finished. I put a little bit of sparkle glue on it. I think one thing that I may do is sand this down and then dunk dunk it. But in regard to proving that this works, it does. So I think I'm going to make a keychain out of this after I sand it down, and then I'm going to dunk it in some resin. I'm going to make a keychain out of it. It's too big to wear as a necklace, but anyway. Concept proven. All with UV resin.